Alfonso's here, the godfather of the game. Many years of wisdom, remember his name. Speakers on stage, they'll drop the keys. Unlock your power and seize the breeze.
Alfonso, what do you look for during a walkthrough and what questions do you come with?
Okay, so when I do my first walkthrough, I already know I might, depending on where I am personally, on whether or not I'm going to buy the property. I know I'm going to do multiple different walkthroughs, so I don't need to solve all the world's problems on that day. I look for high ticket items. Okay, I look at the roof, I look at the windows, I look at the structure, I look at the foundation, I look at mechanical, I look at electrical, I look at furnaces, I look at hot water tanks, I look at plumbing, I look at the high ticket items. I might ask a few questions to the tenants. How's the heat here? I'm going to walk through the building. I'm going to turn on all the water, okay? Because then that gives me an indicator of how the plumbing is in that building. If I turn on all the water, I flush the toilet, and I hear like that means that there's you're going to have issues with some plumbing there. I turn on all the lights, see what kind of, like if things start to spark. I look at the fuse box, right? And so I'm gonna walk through the property. I'm always gonna carry something hard with me, like either a hard, like a pen, or I like a screwdriver so I can dig at things. You can see if any water damage on wood or drywall, you'll be able to see by poking at it. And I'm always poking at things to see if there's any water penetration. Anytime you have any water penetration is going to cost. So you want to make sure that there's no water issues, there's no mold, there's nothing rotten wood. Sometimes I'll take a screwdriver and I'll start poking at the window ledge, and the screwdriver just goes right in. Well, we know that has to be completely replaced. It is beyond the point of repair.
My name is Alfonso Cuadra. They call me the godfather of real estate. I've been in business for over 30 years, in real estate over 26 years. I built a multi-million-dollar portfolio. And now I'm going across North America, talking to people and signing checks. I'm looking for deals because I'm building $1 billion portfolio. Is that you? Let me make an offer you can't refuse.
We just don't have enough information to make this decision. There's too many unknowns, and for that reason, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. I'll look at balconies, right? I'll look at balconies because that's also going to be an extra expense, depending on the type of property it is. If I'm able on a walkthrough, remember, you asked me about a walkthrough, and a walkthrough is different than an inspection. My initial walkthrough is just me without the inspector, just poking around and getting an idea of what might come up in an inspection. And so I'm going to have a list of things already. I'm going to go across the street. If I can't get on the roof, rarely do I personally go on the roof, but I can go across the street and I can see, does it need new shingles? What's the condition of the roof? I can see on the top floors. I can start looking at the ceiling to see if there's any wet marks. I'll go to the basement and I'll feel around the bottoms of the basements to see if I feel any moisture, any soft parts. I'm going to take my screwdriver, I'm going to poke at it, and I'm going to see if I feel moisture, if there's any water damage. And so your initial walkthrough, you don't have to solve all the world's problems that day, but you should have a comprehensive idea of what you're going to expect during an inspection. And so that's how I do my walkthroughs. Join us for our 10th and biggest Expand Investor Conference. And this year, this November, we are doing it in Calgary, Alberta. Yeah! And it's gonna be a big one. And I want you to go and get your tickets right away. Our Expand Investor Conference, our 10th edition of our Expand Investor Conference, is happening in Alberta Get your tickets right away.